Hi everybody. I'm doing this video with playing Cold Snap Canadian football, and I'm doing this video because I saw Dave and Ron trying to play the game. I think it was yesterday, and they seemed to be struggling with it. So I thought I'd just do this not just for their benefits, but for anybody else who likes to watch Cold Snap, but mainly for their benefit, so they can see how easy it can be to play this game. The first thing that they had was field goal attempts that missed, and Dave seemed to be struggling with what to do if they miss. And the book says roll for the distance on the kickoff. And what you do is you roll your two dice, whatever you've got there, 33, and you use column D. And 33 is 59 yards. So it's 59 yards from where the kick were taken. So if it were the 30, it would be the 37. And so that would travel 37, 22 yards over the end zone. So if it's a 20 yards end zone, it would be a touchback and a rouge point, because you get a point for not returning it out. So that's the first thing. Now, if you're playing the rules where you're looking at these things up here that say things like Chris Stabler may run twice per half, you only need to do that as if you're going to pick who they are. I use 20-sided dice. I just find it easier, and I look on whichever section it is to decide who the person is. This game that I've got up at the moment is a game that I'm currently playing. It's going to be the third quarter, and I'm going to play a bit of it. And currently, British Columbia are losing 3-9 to Winnipeg. It's been four field goals. Now, the other thing I would do if I were you, Dave and Ron, is I would get these play calling cards. They were free on the Play website. I don't know if you can still get them. They're not the Al Wilson ones. The Al Wilson ones are taken care of over on this thing here. But these, they've got first and 10, first and anything over 10, then second or third, and 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7, 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, plus 20. And you'll see them being used. All you do is flip them over and you read the offense and defense. Now, the other thing that this game gives you is tendencies. And the way you work that out is it's always on the offense. So if you look here at Winnipeg, they've got a +2 here. And I think if it's a plus, that it tends towards a running offense. So they've got a +2 and a defense of +1 here for British Columbia. So you add them together. So that's +3. So they come, you'll see them on this card. If I just show you this one here, if this was an offense here and it was 2nd and 8, it's let's see if I can get it. Yeah, it's a short pass. But if they're +2, 3, or 4, it becomes an outside run. So it affects, meaning that they run more than they would pass. So also you'll notice on the defense there's a Y number, and this affects the rating of the opponent's quarterback, the offense. So in this case, Y defense is a Y+1, meaning it's a stronger than average defense. And so Matt Nichols, who's the quarterback, is a 3. He'll become a 4, and it means he may get intercepted more. So we turn over to do British Columbia, and British Columbia and NC, no change, but the defense on Winnipeg is a -1. So when BC are on offense, and it's only the offense grading that you're looking at, they become a -1, which means they will tend to pass more. If you look at the NC, it's at the Y, it's NC, so it doesn't make a change. So anyway, there we go. So let's do a bit of game through, and I'll show you how easy it is when you've got this thing. Let's just get rid of half this pile. these cards. And Dave, if you want them and you can't find them on the Play website, just send me a message, or anybody, to be quite honest, and I'll email them to you, because they're free. So let's kick off. So BC Lions are going to kick off. We're on the kickoff chart. Their kickoff tie long is an A. So 31, he's an A. So 31 on an A, 69 yards. Kicking off from the 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 69 yards down to the 11. And it's going to be returned. I use this dice for if they get exactly 10 yards or exactly to the goal line. If it's a spot, they've got the distance, so it's a first down or a touchdown. And if they don't, then they're inches short. That's just something I do. Number 1 is going to return, and the returner on the kickoff is Dembski, whose average is 20. So we roll the dice and we go to the kick returns. 22, and it says subtract 6, so 20 is 14. So he gets out to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Out to the 25 of Winnipeg, and we're not 15 seconds off the clock. 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Canadian football is different. In the last 3 minutes of the half, the clock stops a lot more, and on my mat here, it gives you all the different timing things. So, you know, if you get the mat, then you've got your time in there, but it comes a bit shorter because the clock stops. So 1st and 10, let's have a look. So we have a long pass against a deep, unless the offense is a +2, 3, or 4, which they are, in which case it becomes an up. So they're expecting them to run. So it's going to be a long pass against an up. The other thing I would do, Dave, is get some tags, because it's a lot easier to find things. So a long pass against up, let's have a look. And if you're going to use these, I've got to turn these over, because obviously BC are on defense and Winnipeg are on offense. So I always look at who's going to be, if you're going to use these things, because some of them change their grade, like Dembski is an outside run of AAA for the first 2 carries, which is already done, whereas normally a C, and you can tell if there's something that you need to look at by that sign, little cross mark there. It means go up and have a look and read that. But if you're not going to use this sort of adjustments, then you can just ignore them. But if you're going to say you can only have 2 at AAA, then you must know who it is that's running. So 11 on a long pass is Wolitarski, and 21, we're in the 3rd quarter in this game. It's going to come off the quarterback, and he's a AA, incomplete, 15 seconds, 2nd down. And here we go, 2nd and 10. So flip a card, and we're on the 2nd and 10, and it's a long unless you're a 2, 3, 4, in which case it's going to be an inside run. So this is going to change to an inside run against a blitz. So inside run against a blitz, and you get used to the fact that the blitz is the last one. So you just get hold of the outside run tab and flip it, and that's the card, the sheet that you want. So an inside run is going to go to Harris. 15 inside run for Harris is a B. 15 on a B is going to get 5 yards, and you're at 3rd down. So we're on a punting situation. And it took you a long time to get the first few minutes done, but I've already gone a minute. Punts. So the punter is Justin Medlock. His average is 45. We roll the dice. This will give us the returner this time. So 54 on a routine punt. Is a sideline A or B? It is yes. So subtract 3 and it goes out of bounds. So it bounces out of bounds. So you don't have this rule about moving them back 10 yards and re-kicking. So we're going to subtract 3 is 42, 10, 20, 30, 42, out of bounds, 15 seconds off the clock, and we need to turn these cards over because British Columbia are on the offense. So 1st and 10, a long pass against a blitz. There's no adjustments because it's the first section there and there's no red numbers. If it had been over 10 yards, there would have been. So long pass against a blitz. So it's getting testy already from these two teams trying to get some yards. 43. SA or EB a two pass. SA isn't. EB isn't. Now, the one thing that you might notice on some of these cards, they'll have a plus and a minus. And so here we've got Shaquille Johnson, which is on a pass is a 1-, which means he's a 1 rate in the defensive end of the field. But if it passes the center line, he becomes a 0 because it's a minus. If it's a plus, like Brian Berman here, is a 1+ pass, is 1 this side of the center line and the center line, is 2 this side of the center line. So the answer is no for both of these. 43 is F or G a 0 pass. F is not. G is not. So it's sacked for a loss of 9 yards. So that brings up 30 seconds off the clock, 2nd and 19. So we're going to the second last column here, medium pass against a deep. So again, you just get the medium pass section. And I say if you got them tabbed, it's so easy. 52 is D a 0 pass. You see, I don't even need to know who the passer's to unless it's complete or I'm looking at these things here. And none of them have got any adjustments anyway, so I don't need to know. 52 is D a 0 pass. He is not. Rated 1, yes, it's incomplete. So we're 3rd down, 2 minutes gone in the game, and they're going to punt, obviously. So their punter is Ty Long, and is an average of 49 yards. 34 is his return D, E, or F, and it is. And 1 yard, there is a return, but there is a no yards penalty. And you look at these two dice, 34 tells you at the bottom here. A 34 is a 5 yard. So if it's less than a 5 yard gain, they'll take the no yards penalty. So it's -1 yard, 48. So 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 46, 47, 48. Returner is 5, who is Fogg. Fogg is an average of 8. Need to roll that one as well. 26. Subtract 4 gives him 4, and there's an injury. So they're going to take the 5 yards, the no yards penalty, because it's better. So, and I am playing injuries in this. So let's go to the injury chart. See if there's anybody getting injured. 64 is defender defender J, who is Brandon Bryant. 32, rest of the quarter. So just hang on a second. I need to get my little sticky thing out. Brandon Bryant is out for the rest of the quarter. So he'll come back for the 4th. And we've got a change of possession. So we'll turn over the cards. And 1st and 10 to Winnipeg. Medium pass against a deep. See, all this rolling the dice and trying to work out what to do. These things just tell you. Medium pass against deep. And, you can override them. There's a section here for special situations in this 4th period. And there's a chart for that. So, let's have a look what's happening here. 25 is G or B a 2 pass. B is, because we're in the defensive zone, so you can just stop there because B is. So a possible interception, we go to the interception chart. And he's a +1, so he is a Y rate of 4. 41, 7 or more. No, it's incomplete. Second down. Didn't take 15 seconds off for the kick there. 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10, we have a medium pass against a deep. As you can see, it's quite quick to work out the plays. Obviously, if I was doing this, like I may do the fourth quarter as a video, and I'll be giving you the commentary about who's getting the ball, so it takes longer, but you don't need to if you're just playing along by yourself. 45 is GB, a 2 pass. GB is not a 2 pass. Protection crumbles, forced incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. 55, offense 10 yards, 5A, and 5A penalty is holding, but they're not going to take that. They're going to decline it and bring it up 3rd down. 12 minutes left, so we'll get the punter out. And, you know, it's gone. We've gone 3 minutes. So it's not a slow game. 63. Heavy pump pressures, possible pump block. Go to page 64. There we go. Getting a chance of a pump block now. 46. Is the block grade of the punter an A or B? It is. 35-yard punt sails out of bounds, which means they can punts which go out of bounds on the fly outside the opponent's 20-yard line are penalised with 10 yards, and 35 yards is definitely going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 is going to be outside the opponent's 20, so we're going to take them back 10 yards and make them punt again. 24. Hurry kick to determine punt, subtract 2, and there'll be a return. So he gets 43 yards. That's 2, 10, 20, 30, 40. So he gets to the 39-yard line. Returner is Chris Rainey, who is an 11. 55 on a return. That's going to be an unusual result. I already know that, but I will check it for you. Unusual result. So unusual result on a punt return, 66. This could be interesting. -4 yards. Fumble. KT, and I think that's kicking team will recover that fumble, and then we go to page 66 for the return. So it's going to be a long return on a fumble. So that's there. And remember, Winnipeg have got the ball now. 32. Knocked out of bounds after 20-yard return. So we're at the 15-yard line. So they punted and recovered the fumble to keep the ball. Now, I have got myself a little chart here when I'm inside the 20. I use this chart to decide what the plays are. It's one I made myself. And again, if you want it, I'll give it you. It just, if you're inside the 20, if you're inside the 10, if you're inside the 5. And I use the numbers off these. The other thing is that you don't have to use dice. You can use the numbers. These are the 6-sided. The blue is the 20-sided. So let's have a look. We've got 34. 1st and 10 from the 15. So we're inside the 20. 34 is a play action pass. And the 2 on the 20 is against a deep. So that's how it works. Play action pass against deep. $14. We're looking at the quarterback's rating, which is AA. EA cuts route short, complete for half R yards. So it's EA is the carrier. Dervin Adams is 17. And so you cut it in half, which is 8.5, and you round down, so it's 8 yards he's got. So it's 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line. So we're now moving into this section between 10 and 5, 2nd and 2, so we'll be on this column here. 16. Inside run against a blitz. So an inside run against a blitz. So it's the outside run, flip it over, and we're there straight away because the blitz is always the last in the section. So 14 on an inside run, you need to know the runner is number 14 on inside is Harris. Andrew Harris is a B. On a 14, he gets 4 yards and a first down. So it's 1st and goal at BC's 3-yard line. So again, we're going to use this, and we're in this section here, in the blue section. 22, inside run against an up defense. And again, inside run is the second last. So we're going to go turn one page over. 54. Is I a 0 run? He is a 0 run. That's not looking good. Missed tackle again, 7 yards, touchdown. So we come on here and give them is that 6? Is it? No. Give him 6. And the extra point, he's a AAA convert. Ooh, 55. I think that's going to be it's an unusual result. Yeah. So again, we're going to 55 for unusual results on place kicks. 35. 41 yard is good. There's a penalty. So it is good. The penalty is 56 on a place kick. So 56 is 10B, kicking team 5 or 15 yards added to the return. So it's not going to make any difference. We've got to take them 10 yards back and make them re-kick. And that's going to be good. So 16-3. Did I take time off the touchdowns? I don't think I did. 10 minutes. So it's 1st down and we're going to kick off. So I think, as you can see, it's quite a quick game, I think, especially if you've got these. You're not messing about. You don't have to roll dice and work out what's going on. Ooh, 11. He is a quadruple, a kickoff on an 11 is 80 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. He's at the goal line. Is he inside? No, he's actually outside the goal line. Number 4 is going to return, who is Rainey. And Rainey is currently at 26 on a kickoff. So 56, add 7, but there's an injury. So that's 26 plus 7 is 33. So it gets out to the 33-yard line. Let's go and have a look, see who's injured, or if there is an injury. 12 is the quarterback. There isn't a quarterback, so there is no injury. So 1st down and 10, British Columbia at their own 33. Outside run, we're playing -1, and there isn't a -1, so it's all right. So it's an outside run against a blitz. $54 is K a 2 run? No. So we go to the XR column and there could be an injury. So 33 is RB a 0 run? No. So he gets 9 yards. 30 seconds off the play. Let's see if there's an injury. .32. EB, who is Shaquille Johnson, 31, rest of quarter. So they're running, their EB is out for the rest of this quarter also. So that's one player from each. But so now if we use EB, we use the guy below. That's how I play it. Whether it's right or not, I don't know. 2nd and 1. So we're looking at the 2nd and 1, and it is a play action against a safe. .54. Is J a 2 pass? No. Complete to alternative receiver for Q yards. We don't need to know the receiver. And he gets 13 yards. So it's out to the center line. And it's first down. So British Columbia then. 1st and 10. Play action against a blitz. There's no modifications. .56. Home field advantage. No. FB rated 2 pass. No. So he gets, oh, you don't get that. He gets 1 yard. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. And now the negative positives come into play. 2nd and 9. Outside run. Only if it's a -4 and we're not, it's a -1. Will it change to a medium pass? Against a deep. And again, on a +2, +3, which isn't, it's -1. It would be coming up. So it's outside run against a deep. .56. Home team on offense. No. Swarmed over 2 yards short of a first down. So they'll gain 7 yards. Come to 3rd down. It's a 54-yard field goal. So I think what we might do here is try a coffin corner punt. Do they have coffin corners? Sideline punt. Let's see what happens here. 13. Punt rolls out of bounds after average -5. Average -5 is 44 yards, which leaves them on the 4-yard line. 7:30 remaining. And Winnipeg will pick up the ball. So let's see what's going to happen now. We've got a 1, 2, +1, 2, 3, or 4, anything with a plus, and we've got a +3. So a short pass becomes an inside run. We've got an up defense, and this is negative, so it stays up. So it's an inside run against an up defense. .15. The person that's on the inside run is Harris. He's a B. 15 on a B is 5 yards. 2nd and 5. We come down to 7 minutes. So 2nd and 5. Inside run against a safe. .52 is F a 2 run. He is not. Charges through for 9 yards and there's an injury. So it's going to be a first down. Possible injury. Let's have a look what we've got. 61. Defender G, who is Jordan Herdman, 22. Knee twisted and pile rest of series. So he's out for the rest of this drive. So I'll just leave that. So I'm not going to stick a sticker on him. Herman, column G. So first down. Play action against a safe. And hopefully you can see how quickly this flows with these cards. 46 is an unusual result. 46, 55, 64, unusual results. 16, 14 yards, penalty, and an injury. So they're going to get 14 yards. Let's look at the penalty. 46, offense, 10 yards, 5A. 5A is a holding. They're going to take that, but it'll only be 9 yards. So 15 seconds off the clock. We need to look at the injury. It's the quarterback, and he's out for the rest of the game, +4, but I'm not playing for +4s. But Matt Nichols is out for the game. So their backup, Chris Streveler, will come in. He can't be injured. So 1st and 19. So we'll use this part here, -2, -3, -4. They're +3, so it's an inside run against a blitz. 26, H on I, a 0 run. Yes, I is so. -2 yards defense holding, 10-yard penalty, and that's an automatic first down. So all that, and they've gone and given them the balls and the first down. So 1st down and 10. Short pass, +4, no, against an up. So a short pass against an up defense. Winnipeg bus in this game at the moment. 36 is CE to pass. He is not. Quarterback pressures incomplete, ? So now the quarterback doesn't have a question mark. The receiver, 10, is Dembski. So you look at Dembski and he doesn't have a question mark, so it's just an incomplete pass. We're at 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Medium pass against a deep. (21) Incomplete, defender flag for pass interference. Oh dear. So you look at the Q rating for him, 13, and then 2 dice as well. 14, 19 yards downfield. And again, they give a first down when they didn't really ought to. 1st down and 10, they're losing 3-16, and they're giving penalties and first downs away. Outside run against a deep. (53) K or J, a 2 run. No, and no, he would be if he was over the halfway line, but he's not. It's a run. Yes, he is. So it's a 2 run. Runner drop for no gain, so they get nowhere. 2nd and 10, 5 minutes remaining in this period. 2nd and 10. Long pass against a safe. (61) is a 2 pass. He would be if he was over the halfway line, but he's not. Tight coverage incomplete, 3rd down, and so they're going to punt this away. 42 on a punt. Is his return A, B, or C? It is. Had 2 yards, and there's only a 4-yard return. So it's subtract 2 in, and 43 yards net, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40. So they get down to the 29-yard of British Columbia, and BC will take over there. And it's first down to BC. So we're on a -1 adjustment. Long pass against deep, that's a plus, so we don't do that. So a long pass against a deep defense. 34 is TB, a 2 pass. No. Double coverage incomplete unless he is a exceptional receiver, and on a long pass it was going to Posey, and he's not, so it's an incomplete pass. And we're down to 4 minutes 13, second down and 10. Medium pass against a safe. $63. Is H a zero pass? He is in his own half, so yes, he is. Defender stumbles, completes for R plus dice yards, so 14 on a medium pass. Is S. Johnson. I think he's the one that's injured. So we drop down one. So Posey is 13. Plus 1 is a 14-yard gain. And a first down. Down to 3:45 in this third period. First and 10, play action against a safe. $21, it's off the quarterback, and quarterback is an A completion, and so it's incomplete. Second and 10. Medium pass against a deep. $64 is an unusual result. We already know that. 33, it's incomplete, but there's a penalty and an injury. 12 on the penalty. Offense 15 yards, 1B, and 1B is a clipping. So they're going to take them back 15. Oh, are they? No, we'll decline that penalty and make them punt, but there could be an injury. So let's have a look. 12. That's the quarterback. Well, we can. Oh, that could be Travis Lulay. And yep, so both the starting quarterbacks are out of this game. Both injured. So it's third down, and they're going to punt. And there's not been a lot of scoring in this, 16-3. But, you know, I've had games that are like 40-odd, 30-odd, because they can be a lot of scores in Canadian football. So kickoff, he is an A14 on a routine kickoff. Let's get to the kickoff page. That might help. 14 on an A is 75 yards. Oh, it's punting, isn't he? Sorry, he's punting. So routine punt is 14. High booming kick to determine at 12. So that's 49, 59, 61 yards. 3, 13, 23, 33, 43, 63. I said 61, didn't I? So that's there. The returner is number 14, who is Fogg. Average return of 8. 31. Subtract 4, so he gets a 4-yard gain. And it's going to be first down. There's 3 minutes from the end. The time management doesn't come in this period. But as you can see here, they're all 5-second intervals because some of the plays only take 5 seconds in the last 3 minutes of a half. So first down and 10. Both starting quarterbacks are out of the game. Short pass against a deep. $54. Is H to pass? He's not, but let's have a look what it says here. He's got one of these lines here. Arthur Foster is rated 1-1 on a blitz, and it's not a blitz, so he's not. So we go to the XS column. Obviously, if you were keeping stats, you'd look at who number 19 was on a short pass, Peterman, so you could record the stats, but we're not doing that here. 54. Is B a 2 pass? He is. No room, so he gets 3 yards. So 2nd and 7, 10, 20, 30 seconds off the clock. 2nd and 7. Deep in their own half, and so it's a short pass against a blitz. So Lions bringing everything they've got. 54. Is G a 2 pass? No. XS column. Is the quarterback a 0 pass? No. So he gets 13 yards on the first down. Two minutes left in this half. Inside run against an up because it's a -3 and we're a +3. Inside run against an up. $15. So we're going to know who this runner is. 12 on the inside is Harris. On the inside is a B. 12 on a B, he gets 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. So a long pass against a safe defense. Sorry, 42. Is EB a 0 pass? No. So he goes to the XL column. This could be interesting. 52. Is TB a 0 pass? No. 31 yards. So down to the last minute, 1st and 10. Inside the 40. Outside run against a deep. $45. Is EB a 0 run? EB is not. Cuts inside, pull down after 7 yards, so 3rd and 2. Sorry, 2nd and 3. Nearly got it the right way around. Medium pass against a deep, so they're staying in the air. $61. Is C a 0 pass? He's a 1-, and we're in the offensive zone, so yes, he is a 0 pass. So we go to XM. 63. Is B a 2 pass? It would be if he wasn't in the offensive zone of the Bombers. So he is not a 2 pass, and he gets 23 yards. So he gets down to the 10 as the time goes for the end of the 3rd quarter. So I think, it shows that this game can be played quite quickly. I mean, it's a long game. They are long games. But these things make such a difference. They speed the game up so much, and you don't have to, unless you want to play. And if you wanted to play the offense and just work out what the defense do, you just say, I'm going to do a short pass to whoever, or the Foster, and it's going to be against a deep defense. Or similarly, if you want to just play one team, you do the same thing. You just turn one over and it'll say it's an inside run once you've decided that you're going to be an up defense or whatever. So and there's another set of these for second season. And this section here is played in the 4th section. There's a special situations here. And it tells you what box to use if that situation has occurred. So hope you enjoyed that. as I say, mainly just for the benefit of Dave, Gardner and Ron, just to show them that it's not as difficult as a game as it seemed to be. But I think these are the key to the game, to speeding it up, because you're not messing about trying to work out what you're doing. It just tells you. And anything that makes it a lot easier, I think, is a great idea. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I might do the fourth quarter of this as a proper video, as a game video. So I hope to speak to you later, and until then, goodbye.